to my read. Welcome to my channel. My cat. Actually, there's filters here, so I want to go through these filters real quick. Because, okay, we'll stick with this. So, hey y'all, welcome to my reading. Welcome to my channel. Isn't it crazy? Wait, I haven't actually uploaded here in a minute, so, like, imagine, like, everything that I said on this channel actually happened. Anyways, I was watching a video and girly said, oh, by the way, my name is Mimi. Nice to meet you. I'm very limited in my actions right now. I can only do so many things. Like, my whole body is like recovering from, like, let's just say an intense workout. So anyway, girly was reading and she kept on, like, it's like the simplest way that I could put it is like, it's like doing an exam, right? And you have multiple choices, and every time you choose the choice that is the wrongest answer, like, stop it. It's like, if you, like, if you had multiple choices and one of them was very correct, the other one would be like maybe right, the third one would be like no, it's wrong, and the fourth one is this guy does not know what he's doing, right? This guy is not aware of what's going on right here, right, at all, right? That's how they keep choosing it. And it's like every time, I don't know how to explain it. And it's to explain the futility of trying to channel a message and accepting negative energy to channel it, and then being like, I don't understand why I have to keep it. And that's like a lot. Anyways, I brought out the same cards that she was using. That's why I got these cards, y'all. I got a lot of these cards because those are the same cards they were using. And I was like, there's no way, there's no way that, what'd you call it, that, one person can be so wrong and the other can be so right. You see the same. So I'm like, okay, because, like, obviously, if you guys really know me, you guys know that if you guys, it started all over again. And then hold on, I had at least 3 minutes on this. Anyways, I was explaining the futility of someone choosing the wrong option, but not only the wrong option, but like the worst option of all the options. Good, correct, right? What'd you call it? Maybe inaccurate, but maybe, you know, mediocre, wrong, and then like they keep choosing the extra wrong option, right? And it's like the futility of the matter is basically representative of allowing negative energy into channel so that you can do your reading, and then acting like you're acting on the behalf of, you know what I mean, but then being like unapproachable about what you call it, clearing negative energy or putting a boundaries against negative energy or negative conversations, like, you know what I mean, like, but really having the right conversations or knowing the right way to have the right conversations. It's like, I don't know how to explain it anymore than that, but like, I was like, I got these same cards because I was like, there's no way that the cards that they're using, like, someone could be so wrong using them and then other people could be so right using them. Like, but if you really know me, then you know that, like, I already have my own set of cards. Like, I made my own deck. Like, I have my own projects going on, right? Like, I have my own stuff, like, that I'm planning on planning on releasing. But what you call it, those are taking so long because my iPad was fucking stolen and I can't draw any of the fucking, what you call it, any of the base design. I lost thousands, I'm talking thousands of different designs that I had for all these card sets. I had NFTs that I had inside that iPad, like, you know what I mean, like, I had a lot in there. But what you call it, so I have to start all over again. But I'm glad that I already have a setup for that because I saw it coming. Because obviously, like, if you're a psychic, you can prepare yourself for inevitable changes, which is why it's so surprising to me that there are so many fucking dark endings, because you could see like a video game, like a visual novel, and they keep on getting a bad ending, and I'm like, bitch, reroute. Like, why don't you just choose? And it's like, at this point, it's like choosing the bad ending with Jumin Han. Like, the bitch likes to get tied up. Let's all take a step back. Like, let's all take a step back. That's literally what it's giving. And so I got the same deck, and let's read the cards. Literally, look, overload. So basically, I talk about this a lot, about neuroconvergency, and it's actually on this channel because I actually found a better way. Like, I was explaining it last night to someone, and I was like, fuck, I finally was able to explain it right. And it's basically like, I'm autistic, but the difference between a lot of major like autistic traits is that they are neurodivergent, meaning that they can get overwhelmed, overloaded, they can get like overstimulated. But for me, I get understimulated, I'm underwhelmed. Like, everything is super, like, you know what I mean? Like, super, you know what I mean? So I've got to like entertain myself. I've got to have all these things going on, like hyperactivity. I need hyperactivity. I need hyper energy. I need a lot of simulation, right? And some autistic people simulate these traits, right? With their clothing, with their hair, with their surroundings. But the thing about me is that I'm very picky. I'm very picky the way that I like things. So sometimes I'll keep like an original model. Like, I'll keep like the original of something because I just don't know what how to modify it. I'll just keep like something exactly how it is because I don't know what how I can, like, you know what I mean? Because there's so much, I'm so picky. Like, I don't want anything to like be tampered with. I don't like, if I'm given a base, right, I know I need to, like, what you call it, build on it. But it's so sacred to me that I've been given a base, like a space. You know what I mean? It's so sacred to me that it's like, the space is there and I love it and it's perfect. Like, that's how I feel about it. Okay. So excessment overload and all this energy, right, being overstimulated, over energized, you know what I mean, that is clearly something, right, that's something that's coming through, but it's not my energy, right? There you go. And this is what I was trying to explain to you guys. It's not my energy. So I'm like, okay, where is this coming from? I don't see, immediately I'm hearing blame, right? You see what I'm saying? Immediately I'm hearing blame, because there's gonna be something or someone, or there's gonna be an energy that's what we call an entity. So then you see, I'm just saying, where is it coming from? That's a simple question. Where is it coming from? So then we shuffle again, right? Where is it coming from? Right? Withdrawal in reverse. So not withdrawing, right? Not taking a step back. Like I had said, like we probably would be the best thing to do. Yeah, there's no protest though. You see, there's no protest. What did I say? Wasn't this just an agreeable moment between me and literally the forces that be, that are here, God and me? You see this, the synchronicity, the synergy between the communication and the cards, and the way that the words are coming out, the way that they're continuing, right? There's a flow. It's genuinely a flow state. Then, then there's protesting age. So this is a whole different conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, how could this represent the sentence structure that is coming through? Like, there's a science to it, there's a math to it, there's quantum continuity. People forget that. People forget quantum continuity. And it's like, quantum continuity also allows for you to put words together in a way that would literally allow for translation of constant reality. But it's like, It's like automatics, not really automatics, but automata, automata. And it's tapping into one's purpose of autonomy. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Okay, so for the longest time, like I said, being given a space or a um being given a space or a what was the word that I used? A base or a space to build upon is so important. In itself, it is just like a seed. Like it is just like a seed. You're going to have to plant it, take care of it, nurture it. You're going to have to grow it, evolve it, master it. You're going to have to, like you're going to have to do so much. Your caretaking, right? And so um me receiving autonomy, I actually received my autonomy very late in life. Very late in life. And I was not autonomous for a very long time. I didn't even know that that's what that word was for the longest time. Like, I'm only using this word autonomy today. It's literally February 15, 2026. I'm using it today. I never used this word like this before. And autonomy is something that maybe I just drop in a conversation here or there because I do know the word. I did know it. Well, I do know it. But back then when I like didn't know the word, I was barely coming to understand autonomy. I was barely coming to understand or know what that is, right? I didn't have it. What you call it? So what you call it? That's how powerful words are. That's how powerful the word is, because it's not only just a set of symbols. It's literally a achievement. It is a finality. It's a completion of the understanding of said conduction of that word. And that's the next word that I was going to use: conduit. That base space seed is a conduit connection towards like something else, a deeper purpose, like a higher alignment. You see what I'm saying? A deeper purpose and then a higher alignment. You see what I'm saying? And so imagine all these words. You know how many words there are? Do you know how many words there are on this planet? There's so many fucking words on this planet. There's so many fucking words. There's so many things that you can do. There's so many things that you can learn. It's actually insane. And then like remember like the very first thing that you learn is how to be your father and how to be your mother. Obviously, when you don't know that, you're being something else. And that is what you already know how to be. And that is where you came from. That is the cosmic womb. You're basically a master of the cosmic womb. Already in innate power. And then you're given the power of your parents, mother, mama, papa, or whatever the first word. First word, that's why it's so important. First promise, first learned, first understanding. Yeah. So when you have all these like deep words, right, in these cards, and quantum continuity and manifestation and understandings of it, you something's gotta give in conversation. Like when you're reading the cards, ain't no way you keep pulling bad ending after bad ending after bad ending after bad ending. And it's like at that point, maybe looking within and understanding the purpose of your engagement, your word, your engagement with the public, with yourself, with the universe, the marriage, you see what I'm saying? Of yourself and God and the universe, because you are not God's wife or husband, but you're married. that's really how it goes. And cheating, is like lying, stealing. Those are rules, you know what I mean? And those are things, think about the word cheating. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. When people don't understand, like, and it's hard to understand cheating, right? Because you don't understand. Not really. You see what I'm saying? Because you're like, yeah, the word cheating, but do you really know what that is? Because people who do, for a fact that they've done it. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, that's why wisdom and knowledge are different. Wisdom is using the word love and, you know what I mean? And knowing what it means. Knowledge is using the word love and understanding how it's used. You see what I'm saying? And so autonomy has a deeper purpose. And what'd you call it? Within that deeper purpose of autonomy is automata. Within that automata is the matrix programming, the script of your brain. Your brain conducts code in neurocenters and pulls chemicals in order for you to conduct. You see what I'm saying? So the conduit literally exists both within and without your brain. That in itself is already like, okay, so what, like, is it the interconnection of the two conduits together that produce the spirit? Because then you can understand the power of two. And that's interconnection. It'd be integration. Anyways, that's why it's like you gotta understand like left and right, yin and yang, fuchsia. Because those two conduit, those two spaces, those two seeds, you see what I'm saying? Mother and father. You see what I'm saying? But, well, hopefully, but they teach conduct. They teach conduct, parent. They teach conduct. Yeah. And then, so, I'm trying to like, I can feel like this energy, right? It's giving very like visually visual projection of visual uncanniness, right? So visual uncanniness can have I don't know, visual uncanniness is coming through for some reason, but I don't know, visual uncanniness, why? Because, what'd you call it? It's body dysmorphia, basically, body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia is coming through. Because, wait, morphosis, why is it giving morphosis? Evidence. Curse in reverse. Protest aid, blind in reverse. Yeah, there's a pattern. So there's this pattern. Because then it's like, yes, the conducts. Okay, so in order to like simulate positive channels, right? Positive channeling, one has to receive from positive energy. But the true positive energy would be like the Holy Spirit right? God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, right? So we are in the body of the Son. So we can conduct ourselves through the wisdom of God and the Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? So with that, yes, so with that, we are like familiar with energetic boundaries and energetic like principles, and the principles allow us to morally construct a pathway of higher vibration, so to study, learn, and build towards greatness, glory of the Most High God, the kingdom, so to prosper, to say the least, with the Most High God in content. The mission is clear, the goal is clear. Merit making here. It's no accident that people who struggle to get on that pathway also look for ways to relate to others, even, or other people who begin to struggle due to that visual uncanniness. You see what I'm saying? It's a projection. And so it's like when you look at something and you focus your spirit, your conscious intention on the manifestation, the materialization, more like it's the, on the like purpose, the very automata of the, yeah, the automata. It's through your own automata. You're basically communicating with the substance of the energetic foundation, fundamental, the core. You're connecting to the core. But before you connect to the core, you gotta get to your own. So it's like, once you get to your own core, when you get to God, then you can see God and get to the core in everything, as within, so without. So the patterns that come out, it's like, yeah, let's just keep going. There's like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, you can tell that the message is like pulling away. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's schedule, right? And then, right, ceremony, mystery, magic, right? Management, plan, organize. Yeah, it's a lot of like stress. A lot of like, I'm feeling a lot of like, yeah, someone is like, they're definitely overwhelmed. It's like there's just energy of extreme pressure. But the pressure is like, yeah, it's nonsensical. It's not saving. It's not doing anything. It's not like not progressing. It's not like forwarding. Yeah, evidence, aid. Maybe there's something that needs to be forwarded. Yeah, maybe there's a message that has to be a message that has to be handed off for someone else to express. It's like a talent. So to be able to give a talent, you gotta teach it, you gotta duplicate it, replicate it. Bully, indulgence, look at this. Embarrassment, gossip, unwillingness, interaction, joy, fulfillment, or sorry, friendliness. There's friendliness here, and then there's this protest. It's like, I'm telling you, see, bully. You see how they came out now? Because there's this energy that's here, and you see the Trinity, and then you see schedule, and then, right, yeah, mystery. And then there's daydream in reverse, which means it's not an illusion. It's not like, yeah, but it's because the energy is not optimistic. Coach in reverse. Yeah, see, again, it's like, you know what it is? It's like OCD, but it's not my OCD. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, oh, everything has to be done in order, but they also don't like it if you do things in order, but you're really fast at it and you're good at it, and like you finish quickly and you do it great. Like they're like they're like, but the rules, yeah, the rules stay. It's like someone that is trying to someone who mishandles the autonomy of policy, like the the autonomy of policy, like the automata of policy. Like they can't discern what it is, what policy is. They can't discern it. They, like, you know, if the policies say like, oh, there's no, like, let's say, and like one of my jobs, like, it says no smoking, like, in the building, but it doesn't say no vaping, but it's clear, like, that's also, like, you know what I mean, that's like a leeway, like, okay, no vaping as well, right? But if you vape it and you ghost, then you're not really smoking, you're just kind of inhaling it, you know what I mean? And then at that point, or just, you know what I mean, you could just be drinking, right? So they're like, you know what I mean, so there's like, but then if the policy states like, okay, still no vapes on the floor, that's different, then it's like, oh, okay, never mind, you know what I'm saying now? It's like, okay. That's basically the energy. It's like they mishandle the autonomy of it. It's like if if it says no vaping, right? If it says no smoking, and the person is ghosting it, and what you call it, that person's like, no, no, you can't vape, you can't vape, you can't, what you call it, you can't vape, you can't have it on the floor, you can't hold it around, you can't do it, you can't take it home. In fact, it's to be constant. Like, they're abusing it. Like, it's not, that's not what that says. Like, that's the importance of it. It's like, if it says if it says A, B, and C, and you also mean F and H, make sure you write F and H, because if you do not write F and H, no one will know it's F and H. Okay. But if you say, oh, like, you know what I mean, these are the rules, and if you what you call it, if you don't follow them, you know what I mean, it's gonna be bad. But, like, you know what I mean, like, you gotta follow A, B, and C. And then if someone's like, but what if I do F and H? And it's like, no, F and H is just like A, B, and C, but A, B, and C is not F and H, I know, but it's just the same. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, put F and H there too. And then if they're like, no, because yada, 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 then it's like, okay, so F and H isn't the bad, is it? It's kind of dumb. Basically, yeah, conflict. They're literally in conflict. They want to be talked about. They want their conflict to be talked about. And it's like, yeah, but there's stuff going on here. We're talking about, like, do you see? I'm glad I said the first part out, because a lot of the times I don't get to discuss things like that because these energies keep trying to pop out. And it's basically, yeah. And they're basically just trying to put the overload on us, like readers. That's all it is. Like, you know what I mean? They want to take advantage of, like, it's like if you, if you're painting a room and you're like, okay, I'm gonna paint this room green, right? And you're painting a green, right? But let's say the paint is like non-toxic, it smells nice, it makes everything really nice, it makes the energy real good, you know what I mean? It's like a good, like, futuristic fucking, you know what I mean? It's like somebody wants to, like, somebody who, like, is like covered in mud and dirt and like a kind of like how a dog would play in the mud and be all like hairy, and you would have to like hose it down and then like go wash him, you know what I mean? Kind of like that, dirty, coming in like all like trying to wreck the place up, right? And then trying to sit there and like in like, and then it's like, well, I just want to be on because it smells nice, and it's like, bruh, because you weren't around. It's like, gotta hose you down first, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot going on over there for them to be a part of what's in this. Yeah, introvert, private online community. Yeah, it's like libation in reverse, justice in reverse, laws in reverse. You know what it's giving again? Is the energy of being out of touch. Is the energy of being out of touch. And really what out of touch means is not being like self-prioritized, not prioritizing yourself, not being self-prioritized. Yeah, origin. Because you live through God's body, like, you know what I mean? You live through his power, you live through his being, you live through his like reality. Like, the only way that you exist is because God gave you everything that you got to exist. So you gotta do what you gotta do and prioritize it. You know what I mean? Good news. Like, you know, one of the most important things about understanding being content is maintenance. Maintenance is everything. When it comes to order and organization, maintenance is everything. You know what I mean? I feel like once you understand eternity, you understand maintenance. Like, you gotta debug. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta, there's a lot. And people think like eternity is really all fun and games, and it's like, fun and games are only fun and games when you know how to play it. Really, eternal play means eternal mastery. Leo energy. I don't know, she's staring at me so hardcore. I just said some real ass shit. My cat's a Leo, for those of you that don't understand. Look at her. Views. Views. Views up. The camera's throwing you off. I'm giving you little kisses. Okay, So let's finish this off with, yeah, phobia, paranoid, right? Oh my gosh. Who are we scaring, Fuchsia? Scaring some evil spirits? Yeah, they be scared. They can't steal shit. I can't believe, Fuchsia, you're so fierce. You're my fierce protector. Look at her. She's so cute. She be scaring all the evil entities. Yeah, because she could eat them. Imagination, right? Look at that. What do you want from me? She doesn't know if she wants to stay or leave. She got really excited. She had to shake it off. Compromise. What is that? Someone. It's like they want to fight. Yeah, like they. It's like they want to, like, you know, like kill him with kindness. It's like they're trying to fight kindness. I'm just peeping game now. I'm just peeping game now. I'm just peeping game now. You know, kill him with kindness. They want to fight kindness. I'm just peeping this. Wait. This shit runs deep. So apparently, kindness is one of the most powerful weapons of all mankind. Of all mankind. Ever? Ever. Kindness. I mean, they're literally dying from kindness. What? So now they're trying to fight back? Question mark? Back? Quote? So it's giving. There are people who have animosity against kindness. And so they like, that's where the jealousy comes from. I mean, I had a lover one time who would you call it, kept on getting hit on by one of our HR managers, and like something like that. and I'm pretty sure he made her suck his dick. And I consider that like pretty cool. I was like, fuck that bitch. Maybe that was just me. Maybe it was just because he was my lover. Maybe I'm fucked up. maybe maybe I thought it was funny that she had to get on her knees in the middle of an alleyway to get him to to show him to show her something, to make him show her something. But he used to go through fucking hoops and valleys to get to my place just so that we could watch anime. And then like obviously get freaky and stuff, but then like continue to watch anime and stuff. But I don't know, it was just me. He was just a lover though. Yeah, third wheel in reverse. I don't know what they'd be thinking. Yeah, so kindness is what it is. They don't get it. They have animosity against kind individuals, so that's what it is. They're trying to like hinder. So it's like unkinderen is how I got it. It's like taking away kin from one's kind. You see what I'm saying? Taking away kin from one's kind. They do that in order to hinder the kind, not the kin. The kin is still like free, but the one who's causing the hindrance is building animosity from that. It's like trying to weave the animosity from that, because the kindred are like, what'd you call it, far apart from the kin, and then the hindrance is in the way of the kindred, and then the kin is free. So the one who causes the hindrance, or the one who causes the hindrance, is the one like perpetuating that false autonomy. You see, it's a false automation, it's a false synergy in order, and that's why it works like a weaving rather than an autonomy. So it weaves animosity. But to break it down, the kin would have to separate from the one who's causing the hindrance. No, the solution isn't currently simple, but basically the whole goal of the situation is to make sure that the hindrance never happens again, even if the person or the people or the persons who attempt to cause the hindrance may do something to actually cause that hindrance, but the hindrance would be caused to themselves as opposed to the kin or the kindred, because there's no differentiating between the kin and the kindred, the same way there's no differentiating between the autonomy and the automata. See what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah. I think that could help understand a little bit deeper. Yeah, alliance. So there it is. That's the kindred, right? Trust, honest, compatibility, luck, jackpot, fortune, reward. So that's the evidence. Double confirmation. Proof, detection, investigation. And then there's the, would you call it, apparition or apparatus. So it's like the parenting body, the apparition, what's a parent, right? And then there's that energy. So that would be the, I heard the word like simulacra. That would be like the simulacra, the entity. And that would be the hindrance. And then you have the cause of the hindrance. So what is the cause of the hindrance? So immediately skipped, there's the, because we already found the kindred, and then they wanted to marionette the kin, which means that that is, yeah, that is the, so it's someone who's being puppeteered. So there's another person. So someone who caused the hindrance did it on behalf of. So something that they were beholden to, something that they felt they were beholden to. So something that they felt had been belonging to them, that they felt that they had. So it's like a seed, same thing, like a space, something, a word, something that they cared about to the point where that was what had made them do what it is that made the hindrance occur, the embarrassment, gossip, unwillingness, the bully energy, right? Which is the entity, right? Which is how the manifestation works, because then it's a dark figure. You see? So someone with a very sensitive moral conscience would like not be able to sleep at night, would be seeing things, you know what I mean? Hearing voices, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Because their conscious would be haunting them. It's quantum science. So what'd you call it? The mask is in reversed falls. Also, this is the whole point of studying psychology and studying pathology, mental pathology. This is literally the whole point. It's not a philosophical thing. It's something that is calculated. You know what I mean? That's why there's chemistry involved and narcology involved, and that's why there's medicine involved. You know what I mean? There's a whole paradigm there, and that's what it is. That is energetically giving, is that there's what'd you call it? There's this illusion of medical, but it's giving procedural. So something is procedural, something that they do is procedural, something that they want is procedural, something that they are getting is procedural, or something that they want is procedural, something that has to be maintained procedurally, basically. So it's kind of giving like religious. That's where religious energy comes from, because the more people do it, the longer it stands, then it becomes tradition. So procedurally, it's kind of like sanitizing. Oh, it's like sanitary. It's kind of like that, but in that energy marionette, it's like it's giving a vengeance, it's giving revenge, it's giving wanting revenge, right? And but it's like vengeful energy as well. So something is vengeful. So something is vengeful, something causes vengeance, so it comes back with a vengeance, it can say. So something hurts 10 times worse after being receptive to it, right? So kind of like communication or anything like what you call it, like medicine or an illness. You see what I'm saying? Something that it can be contracted, right? It becomes 10 times worse. So once you're receptive to it, oh, that's a really, yeah, some, it's a word. It's something that it's like it's so grimy. There's so much grimy imagery. I think it's gore. Maybe it's goraphobia, or like love for gore or something like that. Yeah, it's something like that. um it's Magnus energy. So you know why there's the word magnifying and then Magnus? So magnifying technically doesn't mean expanding. it, it's like visually, it's something that only visually is perceived as magnum. There's the magnanimous, you see. But the actual magnus of something means that it is ever expanding. It's actually growing. So it's like when you, yeah, whenever you look into a manifestation to, um, like, materialize isn't necessarily the word. It's more so like realizing it, but more like, uh, I don't know if it's revealing it. It's more like visible credibility. When you basically focus on your manifestation and you focus on your ruling of it, it like magnifies its arrangement. It not magnifies, it magnuses, like it literally comes through a magnus and becomes larger and larger and larger until it exists within tangible reality. It becomes something tangible. So you're tangifying it, yeah. Whenever you're tangifying your manifestation, yeah, you're utilizing Magnus, power of Magnus. It's literally a human ability. It's a power. And so it's really cool. Like, you know what I mean? You can tap into these different realms and bring into your proximity, what'd you call it? Realities, and bring yourself into the proximity of realities of um, engagements that you choose to correlate your experience of life in. You get to travel through dimensions and realms, and you get to experience different purpose in different things and learn new words and different ways to say things and different ways to experience the same thing. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, but that's to God. It seems like, you know what I mean? And that's what it is that was being like, that's the kindred. That's natural, you see? So, and then you have the, what'd you call it? Animosity and the resentment and the like all the grudges and begrudging gore, and like I feel like it's all the energy of like grunge. Like it's giving the grunge effect, honestly. It's giving grunge energy. And it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's very much in the energy of like, it's like yang, yin and yang, like literally. This is so wild. This is like, this is like Jacob, oh no, not Jacob, Boaz. Yeah, maybe it is Jacob. Like the pillars of dark and light. So, you know what? Maybe I take back my statement. I retract the first thing around. I think what I was doing was giving a lot of benefits of the doubt to like the channel, the person who was channeling, because at first I was like, oh my god, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I get it. They're a dark high priestess. They're just a fucking witch, right? I should have seen that coming. I don't know why, like I, you know what I mean? I think it's just because I was convinced for a long time that, like, you know what I mean, that they, you know, had some facts, and like now that I see it, it's like, yeah, no shit, they had some facts. They're tapped into like the darkest timeline. You know what I mean? Like now I see it. Um yeah, that's why there's fright, and it feels like, what would you call it? There's this like see, that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't even say nothing because they might be tapped into the darkest timeline, but I'm tapped into the brightest one. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like I can't even say nothing because that is a paradigm within itself, and like God exists within it. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like we got dark and light. They've got dark and light to the dark high priestesses. They've got light that they fight. We've got dark that we fight. And God has both. And you know what I mean? And he fights his dark, and it's just, you know what I mean? It's just, it's such a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful experience. I love life. I'm like, oh, I'm relating to God. Right. I relate to the Most High. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's definitely this, like, you know what I mean? There's achievement, relation. Real estate is coming out though in reverse. Wealth, investment, mega project. I'm over it. I'm over it. Like everything that I do, they struggle with. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Everything I do, they struggle with. And it's so annoying to me because it's like, if they just did what they were good at, instead of trying to do what I'm good at, maybe that they wouldn't struggle so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's giving that. And it's like, it's like, you know, and I'm come from a place, um I come from a place of perception. I'm coming from a place, and as a person that, like, I've done that. Like, I've looked at people and I was like, oh, look how good at they are what they're doing. And then I've thought to myself, well, if I just did what I'm good at, I'm sure I could be just as good as they are at what they're doing, as good as I am at what I would be good at doing, what I would be doing myself. So that's what I did. Like, I was like, oh shit, I suck at math. Probably shouldn't actually take quantum science in school and just study it by myself and not waste anyone's time, money, and effort. Oh, I'm not good at this. I'm gonna focus on what I'm fucking good at. And then there are people who are like, oh, they're good at fucking stealing and yada 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 yada. And I'm like, no. Anyone can be good at anything. The harder, you know what I mean? The more you work on it. But comparing yourself to someone who is better at it when it's not your field of expertise is actually dumb. Mhm. And so it seems like that's what it is. Yeah, I talked about this earlier, but maybe that's what it is. It's like also, I'm telling you, it's people who use words but don't understand the meaning of it because they don't actually understand the purpose of it, because they don't actually live that life. They don't live by the sword. They don't live by the truth. They don't live by the word. They don't live by the word that they live by. They say that they live by. They don't live by that shit. Yeah, live by the sword, die by the sword. See y'all. Bye.